What's going on, my people? Week 6, college football. Yeah, these weeks seem to be zooming by, but it gives us another opportunity to make some money. You know how the slogan goes. 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Let's get to it. First game up, we have TCU versus Kansas. What can we say? The Big 12 has been very impressive this year. These two teams in particular, both teams are undefeated. Both teams possess talented quarterbacks, tons of arm talent all over the place. But what I can say is that if you're expecting a defensive-sided game, you're sadly mistaken. The total for this game, it's upwards of 68.5 points, even trending to 69. We can only assume that the number is going to simply keep going up and up and up. With that being said, I'm not picking either side. Like I said, the marquee players to be paying attention to is one Max Duggan of TCU and Jalen Daniels of Kansas. Both can sling it. Both will be looking for their perimeter options. And we can expect a very, very well sought out game. Tons of balls thrown all over the yard. My pick is the over, which stands at 68.5 right now. Next game up is Wisconsin versus Northwestern. This has the makings of a very ugly played game. Not for what you think, but I think Northwestern has given up on themselves and for the season for that matter. With all being said, I think Wisconsin rough shops, causing turnovers and running the ball down their throat. I have Wisconsin covering the spread, which stands at 10.5, and I don't think there's anything else to expand past that. Next game up, we have Auburn versus Georgia. Now, what can we say? What have we seen and what can we diagnose of this Georgia Bulldogs team? They're not playing like defending champs. In fact, for some reason in their mind and in their play the last 2 weeks, they've been in cruise control. I don't know. That could be a gift and a curse. Yes, they're going to win this game. Covering is something different. And that is a big number to cover. 28.5 points, I'm not buying it. Auburn, on the other hand, they have a quarterback room where it's very unsettling. They can't score points. They're ineffective on the offensive end. Defense has a pulse, but I don't know if it's enough to overtake and get a victory in this game. With all that being said, I am taking Auburn plus the points. But let's be for real. Georgia will find a way to pull it out. Next game up is Washington State versus USC. This is also going to be another barn burner. Both teams like to score points fast, very fast. You have Caleb Williams, who's probably going to pad his stats en route to a Heisman Trophy. And then you have the other quarterback for Washington State. There's no slouches on this, but defense, I think they'll be pretty pedestrian at best. So look for the over to hit fairly easily, fairly early. It's pretty low if you ask me. 65.5 points. I don't think it's any resistance in either or of these teams that possess anyone from keeping in jeopardy of hitting that over. Without saying much of a mouthful, I'm going with the overs. My upset alert for this week comes by way of the LSU versus Tennessee game. Tennessee played a very emotional played game last week. LSU kind of cruised into a victory themselves. But with all things being said, Tennessee is the higher seeded team this week. They are number 8 in the nation. LSU is very potent. They seem to have regained their stride. Brian Kelly has seemed to got his message across, schemes. All the coaches and players are functioning as one unit. And therefore, I'm going with LSU. Yes, they're getting 2.5 points, but I'm looking for them to flat out win. So now we have 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Let's make some money, people. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Always comment. I'm always interested in how I can improve and get better. You never know. This can grow into something. I'm part of the community. I know people love money. Who doesn't like money? But with all things being said, catch me next time. I'll catch you next time for sure. So I'm out of here. It's me, Clem Boogie.